No Kings is almost here, and you're coming with us. I'm Jim Drastic.
I'm Tiffany Drastic.
I'm Nick Knudsen.
And today on The Dangerous Ones...
Good morning, Dangerous Ones. Ellen from North Carolina reporting for resistance duty.
I will be at the No Kings in Georgia.
No Kings 2.0 in Santa Rosa.
Ferndale, Michigan.
Missoula, Montana.
Everett, Washington.
St. Petersburg, Florida. Will I be doing the No Kings?
I'm renting a walker, okay? I'm going to get my ass down there.
Let's go get them.
Hi there. Well, of course I'm going to No Kings.
I personally have bought a blow-up chicken costume that I plan on going down there with.
The Red Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go as Deadpool.
Because there's something strange in the neighborhood. See you there, y'all.
This Saturday, No Kings 2.0 ignites in what's being billed as the largest protest in American history, with more than 2,500 demonstrations across the U.S. and around the world. People will rise up to reclaim democracy. And joining us today to talk about all of it is the MC for the Downtown Portland event.
Yeah.
She's a fellow Portlander who LA Magazine said was one of Trump's most outspoken online critics. After Trump blocked her on Twitter in 2015 because he couldn't handle her fire.
Child.
She's a constant thorn in MAGA's side and an incredible writer whose book, The Sound of Settling, a rock and roll love story, is selling like crazy everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to welcome to the Dangerous Ones our friend, Tara Dublin. Tara,
Hi,
welcome.
everybody.
Hey.
Hi. It is so... Hey. Wow.
It's about time we had you in studio.
Right? It is so great to be in the same room with the three of you at the same time, which
It's
we've been trying to
fantastic.
coordinate forever, which is ridiculous. I live like 5 minutes away from this studio.
I know.
That's right. That's a good point. We've known each other for years, yet
Right.
we've not ever been in the same room, all of us together.
Not all of us. I mean, with the first time I was in the same room with the two of you, I did a voiceover at your house.
God, that's right.
The
Right.
old school days. Well, before we get into No Kings, we want to welcome everybody to the show. Welcome, Danger Corps. Welcome to the family. We're so glad to have you guys here, and we have a bit of housekeeping to do.
Yes.
Today, a bit of news. Robbie Road Steamer, who was featured on our show on Monday, was arrested. Was arrested at the Portland Ice facility where we were yesterday for doing nothing more than singing
Nothing.
with the Portland Frog. Here, watch this video.
If you hate brown people and you are a Nazi, come on, ice and leave Portland. Yeah, why don't you come out with your super soaker? Huh?
Super soaker.
I'm not ready for primetime players. Woo! Demolition.
No.
Hello. What are you doing?
What the hell? No.
He's just talking.
Whoa.
See you work for
Mm-mm.
He very clearly was not on federal property.
That's right.
No.
When we were down there, we took some video of the white line, or excuse me, the blue line that's right there that you're not supposed to cross. He
It's
did
really
not do
white.
that in the video. And that piece of footage should scare the shit out of everybody who saw it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what did you think when you saw it?
Well, I thought it was terrifying because they shouldn't have been putting their hands on anybody, right? We're the
Right.
peaceful protesters. There's nothing more peaceful than standing back and singing a ridiculous song. That's what they've been doing at ICE for all of this time. And I actually was down there on Monday in the afternoon. It was similar vibes where there was a guy singing with the ukulele. The official, evil machination of Antifa. You know, it's our official weapon is the ukulele.
Right.
And there were donuts and snacks and. In the most Portland kind of moment, I was there, and the most famous stripper in Portland, Viva Las Vegas, was visiting with her daughter. Just like to see what was going on down there, and people are playing games and dancing around and blowing bubbles and doing all of those things. When I was there was a line of cars that came in with California license plates, and people who were in the vehicles all had the masks on.
Okay.
And so, but we were nowhere near the line. We weren't on that side. We were across from it. And
Sure.
We were giving them the finger and yelling, traitor, traitor, traitors, and all of that. And they're waving and smiling. But they did not advance. They didn't try to do anything.
Yeah.
This is egregious. What
Yeah.
happened to Robbie
Yeah.
is egregious. And it is indicative of how far they're willing to go to make an example of someone so that the rest of us get scared.
Yes.
I think that backfires personally.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because,
Me
you know,
too.
that was just pure, like, coming after a guy. Freedom of speech. This is
Freedom of
Like
speech. That's why it
Tigger.
just scared the shit out of us. You know what I mean?
Like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiff, what did you think when you saw it?
To just do what he's been doing this entire time, and they like that flex isn't what they think it is,
Yeah.
and it's not like you said. It's going to backfire.
I mean,
Yeah.
what was he not dressed like Tigger? Is
I
it-
know.
Yeah,
Right,
right,
right.
In a
right.
Speedo, like
In a
that's
Speedo.
what you're threatened by is a
And-
grown man in a cat costume.
and
You guys got problems.
The gravelly singing voice, which is so hilarious, and he's making up words to "Do you think I'm sexy?"
Yeah.
and they should have just laughed with him.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, but they have no sense of humor, and that's
And
why
no soul.
and no
Right.
and no soul and no loyalty to democracy,
Right.
obviously, because they've chosen loyalty to Trump over America. They've
Yeah.
made that clear.
Mhm.
We are fighting back with humor. We've shown that in Portland repeatedly, and we're setting the standard on how to fight back. Our Senator Jeff Merkley said that Portland fights with peace and whimsy.
Well, let me put a button on the Robbie Roadsteamer thing really quick. He was brought up on trespassing charges. It's not clear if he's been released. It sounds like he has. He was released.
Yes,
Okay.
but he has to come back because they ticketed him.
That's right. So he does have a GoFundMe. We'll put the link in the description if you'd like to help out. There it is. I mean, that's some fucking horseshit
Trespassing.
right
It's
there.
bullshit.
Give me a
Absolutely.
break.
Trespassing on the public sidewalk.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Okay.
back to the topic at hand,
Yeah.
No Kings 2.0. You're going to be an MC.
I can't wait.
And just for folks who don't know, here in Portland, Tara is a bit of a local legend because she was on KNRK.
I was.
And if you're
Oh,
anybody who was
God.
cool in the 2000s, you were listening to rock music, alternative music. And so, wow, man, now you're going to MC the
Right?
big show.
Right, from radio host to Republican agitator.
Yeah.
What a journey. What
Hey
a
man,
journey
that
for
is
the
a hell of a character arc.
right for
Yeah.
for the eventual memoir I hope to sell
Yeah.
someday. It's really been gratifying. I mean, we were talking about this before we went on the air. Portland has always been a city that has made us proud,
Yeah.
right? It's creative, it's welcoming, it's a place where people, like they said on Portlandia, where young people can go and retire, but it's a city that welcomes all equally. I've heard it described as a city of neighbors who take care of each other. Our friend Pat Oswalt describes it as a bookstore with a city around it, right? Nothing's perfect,
Love that.
right?
Yeah.
When we love him so much. And what we're going to see on Saturday is just a celebration of Portland in and of itself. I mean, we're close to Halloween, and you guys know.
Yeah.
It's like Halloween 365 anyway, right? Right? Between the pirate adjacent population and the skeletons everywhere and the
Yep.
strippers at Devil's Point, and you just every we're sort of Halloween-y already.
Totally.
And so it's just going to be more of that. And so while we are going to remain aware and vigilant at all times, and we are expecting historic turnout at every single march, and but I can tell you, in all of the conversations that I'm having with the organizers, and there's like 17 signal chats going because there's the sound and there's the
Right,
stage
right.
and there's the day of and then there's this and then there's that. The number one priority is safety. The number one priority is keeping things peaceful and showing the world, setting the standard. Our protests are legend. I mean, the Women's March, right?
Yeah.
The Women's March in 2017,
Right.
no arrests. The march that we put together overnight, that was on the 28th, where the mayor and the governor were there. We 100%
All right.
peaceful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And that's but that's also when we started seeing these MAGA agitators coming to Portland.
Okay.
These
Right.
paid outside agitators. And I say we name them and shame them
Yeah.
so that people know who they are, because what we're learning is that the Trump regime is paying these people to be here. They're busing Proud Boys and outside agitators.
Here we go.
From
We
Washington.
told you guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Believe it when I tell you. They're trying to make the crowds look bigger and more dangerous in front of ICE. And also, let us also be really clear of their tactics. They're not coming down during the day.
Right.
They are doing it at night
Right.
when the dramatic footage can be taken, when the lasers are more lit up.
Yeah,
when
right.
when the clouds of tear gas being sprayed in the face of a peaceful protester
Right.
looks way more dramatic for Trump.
Uh-huh.
So that's what they're doing. We have to give them the opposite. We give them the cha-cha slide.
Yeah.
Right.
We give them us singing, a funny song. We give them, we gray rock, which is the act of just sitting down and giving them nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Because ultimately what this is about is our First Amendment rights to exist in America, our freedoms of speech, our freedom to gather, our freedoms, all of them,
Yep.
even as they're trying to suppress them. And I understand the intimidation, but as someone who's been fighting them, as you said, online for 10 years, we understand the way they use intimidation.
Yeah.
Right? And we understand that most of it, they let that do the heavy lifting for them, the intimidation online. So they're going to sit behind their screens. We're smarter.
Yeah.
And we're stronger. And there are so many more of us.
Well, I want to get to what you know about the security and what they're going to be doing there in just a moment.
Sure.
We've got some calls to the hotline about the protest. Everybody's excited to go.
Yes.
Tiffany, who is the first caller that we got?
The first caller we have is Anonymous from Illinois, and this is what she says about going to No Kings.
Okay.
Hey guys, I will be at the No Kings 2.0 on October 18th in Lisle, Illinois, a western suburb of Chicago. Yay team, we're going to win. We're it. We're great. And we're mad. But we're going to have a great time.
That's right.
You guys keep it up.
Love it. Love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
that's
you,
the
Anonymous.
energy.
Yeah, and that's the vibe that people are calling in. They're excited to go. They're calling from all over.
Also, she's calling from just right outside Chicago, which is another hot spot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so security, right, is going to be a big deal.
Yep.
What do you know about, because we really want to give people a lot of confidence when they go out.
Right.
What do you know about security?
What I know is that it is the top priority.
Great.
And there will be security. Portland Police is working very closely with the organizers to make sure it's peaceful. There are people whose job it is as our volunteer, and there are so many volunteers involved, and they're working tirelessly. Like I wake up to 95 notifications because they are trying to figure out one specific thing because it all matters. All of the details.
That makes me feel good.
All
Yeah.
of the
Too.
details matter, and there is no detail that is too small that can't be picked apart because it is ultimately making sure that every person who wants to be in that crowd feels safe.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things that I'm personally encouraging, bring a protest buddy. So
Yeah.
that there is someone in the crowd who knows you're in the crowd with them. Should you get separated, you have each other's phone numbers, you're connected, you know to look out for each other. That's something. Portland Police, in every protest that I've been involved with, and I spoke at the Labor Day March and I've been involved, they just kind of stand back and hang out and let it happen.
Yeah.
There are people called corkers. Their job is to make sure that they go ahead and they make sure that the path is clear, that there's no one in the street who's going to get run over, nobody who's going to get in the way. We are looking for a 100% peaceful experience.
Love that.
That is what we're doing.
Mhm.
When we hear about anybody who's going to try and come and mess with that, what we are going to do is that gray rock mentality of we don't see you, we don't hear you, we don't acknowledge you, you don't get our energy. Short
Don't
of
engage.
try do your very best. Unless someone is literally in your face with something, don't give it to them. And again, so many people are going to be in like inflatable costumes.
Right.
Like I would love the visual of one of those little MAGA pipsqueaks stuck between the two of the big sumo wrestler people. Like you can't get out, you might as well just be with us.
Yeah.
You know, just give it over. Give it aren't you exhausted from being mad for all of
I
over
know.
nothing?
God, for years.
They're mad because he's been lying to them for so
Yeah.
long and they're embarrassed by him and they're freaked out. I mean, if the sight of naked people riding bikes triggers you,
Yeah.
Mike Johnson,
Yeah.
if that's the worst thing that you've ever seen, go home to your prayer closet and look at it on your Grindr app where it feels safer for you.
Yeah.
Well, he did have to report that to his son. 'Cause they
That's
have-
right.
they have
That's
that
right. 'cause
app.
they're in like a chastity thing with each other.
I looked at a naked man and felt lustful thoughts.
That's right. Tiff, I know we got another caller. Who do we got?
We do. This is Brenda from Arkansas, and
Yeah.
I want to talk about her call afterwards. So,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey, this is Brenda in Arkansas. Y'all are doing a great job. Keep it up. I'm unable to get out and participate. My husband is sick with cancer,
Oh.
but everybody out there is doing a great job. Y'all just keep it up. I love you guys.
Sending love to the Red State.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brenda. And I know it brings up a really good point for the folks who can't make it out, which is something we preach on this show a lot.
Yeah.
Is you can still be effective in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and just calling into the hotline, just sharing that you're in Arkansas and you're with us.
That's
Blue
like
dot.
amazing.
That is super encouraging.
Hey, there was a town called Hope.
Right.
Don't forget.
Right.
That's
So
a good
these
point.
little ways that you can participate and just like you were talking about sharing online.
Amplifying.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it doesn't, you don't have to come out and march with us. Just showing that you're with us and that we're all together. Like, we're going to get through it, everybody.
That's right.
And Nick, what do you think about
Yeah,
that?
and call your friends and tell them to go if you
Absolutely.
can't make it.
Yeah.
And share
send
it
a
on your
text out and
socials.
share. We got to make sure that all of the footage. This is going to be
That's right.
the most recorded protests in American history.
Yes.
I guarantee
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There's going to be so much, and not from like professional photographers. Everybody's
That's
fucking
right.
That's
professional
right.
photographer.
We all have a movie studio in our pocket.
Right?
Yeah,
That's right.
There's going to be so much floating around online, and it's going to be really important because Donald Trump is going to try and say that 12 people showed up or whatever, or that it's all AI. But
Or
fuck that.
super violent or whatever.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And then we're not going to do that. And remember, every act of resistance matters. It doesn't matter if it's a huge one or a small one.
Yeah.
And it is retweeting a video from like everything on every social media app on Saturday should be hashtag No Kings everywhere. And it can't be denied.
And I'm curious, what do you think, Tara? Like a lot of folks, we get a lot of calls and a lot of emails from folks who might have anxiety. They might be introverts, but they still want to go out and they want to be a part of it. What do you have to say to those folks?
Well, one of the signs that I see at every single protest is I'm an introvert and I'm here.
Right.
Right.
Which is great. If you're an introvert and you want to participate, you can actually stand along the route of a march and hold up a sign.
That's a
because
great
if you
point.
don't want to be in a crowd, if being inside of a crowd gives you anxiety, which I know is an issue for a lot of people, stand along the route, stand along the sidelines. If you happen to live in an apartment building that's along one of these routes, put it in the windows.
Yeah.
Love that.
Right? Put your signs in the windows so that no matter where a camera is pointed, there's resistance and nothing but resistance
Love that.
in the field of vision. Go to your rooftops and wave flags. Stand on overpasses. You know, our friend Malcolm Nance is encouraging to go out on
The
your
overpass.
overpasses.
I saw you were,
I did do that. I went out one day and I still have the sign in the back of my car, and maybe I'll just give it to someone on Saturday. On one side it said release the Trump Epstein files.
Love that.
And on the other side it said free speech, not hate speech.
Yeah.
Two very simple messages that apply that, every single American should be behind. Because yesterday was Charlie Kirk's birthday and also George Floyd's. So, which I love
Jesus.
that confluence.
Wow. I did not know that.
Right. But one of the things that's so great about this whole Charlie Kirk thing is that one of his final interviews, Charlie Kirk wanted the full Epstein files released, unredacted, and so did Megyn Kelly. He was on her show, and they want to honor Charlie Kirk, release the Epstein files.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that I would encourage. Like if you're coming out on Saturday and you're a little concerned about facial recognition or whatever bullshit MAGA's going to use to scare you away. I hear Jeffrey Epstein masks are very popular this holiday.
It's like the number 2 seller next to the frog, you guys.
So what would be more embarrassing and really fun for anyone who's got that social anxiety? Maybe you don't want your face out there.
Right.
Jeffrey Epstein's face would be a decent replacement to remind
Love it.
everybody why
That's
there's
good.
even a government shutdown right now.
Yeah.
Right.
The government is closed because Donald Trump doesn't want us knowing what's in the Epstein files.
Right.
Bottom line, it has nothing to do with your health care. It has nothing to do with anything Democrats want or don't want. It's about Donald Trump not wanting the Epstein files released.
Absolutely.
And if you don't want to believe me, you can ask our new friend Adelita out of Arizona.
Right.
Who still doesn't
We are
have a seat at the table yet.
Her
Yeah.
election has been certified.
Yeah.
What's holding you up, Speaker Jesus Freak?
Top 2.
I don't know.
Well, one of the other things that we like to promote on this show a lot when we go to protests is being creative.
That's true.
Being creative, especially, I love the fucking fact that all of these fucking frog costumes are sold out
so
across the
Oh my God,
country.
I know.
God bless
So
it.
great.
But when it comes to being creative, even down to what you put on your sign, everything
Yes.
being creative is so important. Being memorable is so important when we go out there, making the biggest impact we possibly can.
That's right.
What do you think about because you're a
Portland's
creative
sign
person?
game.
What do you think?
Portland's sign game never disappoints.
No.
We are unparalleled. And one of my favorite things to do before the rallies themselves and the speeches themselves start, I always walk through the crowds taking photos.
Yeah.
A lot of some of my favorites are no one has to pay me to be here.
Yeah.
The introvert one is funny. Anything that makes fun of Trump and his obvious bromance with Putin or his bromance with Musk or anything that makes fun of J.D. Vance. Put J.D. Vance in a couch on a sign. Call him Vladimir Futon.
Yeah, right.
That's my favorite nickname for him.
Me
Again,
too.
we are all about embarrassing them. Please do what you can to embarrass them. We'll chant, we'll sing, we'll do. We were talking about this before we went on the air. We were trying to figure out a song to sing.
Yeah.
Because first, we were going to do a parody of YMCA because that's Trump's favorite song. But we don't want to give MAGA anything they can use that'll make it look like we're on their side. And so I wanted to take a cue from the Brits because they troll him like no one else. And he can't he can't lash out at them like he can punish us.
Yeah. Right.
And they had that song where they used the C word and they were like, hey, Donald Trump, we want to know why you're such a cunt.
Yeah, right.
It's not a word I like to use often, despite my Jersey girl roots. But also, we want to make the videos shareable.
Right.
The crowd, there's going to be a lot of kids out there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to encourage people to sing, "Hey, Donald Trump, we want to know what's in the Epstein files."
Hey.
It's straight to the point.
I like it.
It's true. And eventually they're going to have to come out because eventually you have to reopen the government.
Right.
And the greatest thing that I've heard, and everyone's like, oh, MAGA cult, MAGA. You know what? The MAGA cult will continue to believe all of his lies as long as they continue to comfort them. But the second his lies begin to hurt them, that is when they'll turn.
That reminds me actually about, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, the comment question of the day.
Oh, yeah.
We want to know right now, are you going this Saturday? And if
Yes.
you are, where are you going to be? Let us know right
Let us
now
know.
in the comments. I love seeing all the different cities that people put in the
Me
comments.
too.
And you mentioned over there in Europe, I mean, we get a ton of people listening in Europe, in Canada.
And I've seen
these are global.
I've seen some comments from some folks like in England and other places saying, "Oh, I can't go because I'm overseas." Guys,
no.
Look at the map.
Look at the map. What's happening around
Look
the
at
world.
there are like UK, France, Italy, like,
Dublin, Ireland. I saw it. That's
Hey.
right. Dublin, Ireland.
I wonder if I could lobby for like an unofficial Irish
Mascot.
citizenship.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I have the most Irish name in the world, but I'm not actually Irish.
Oh, but still, I don't think it matters. You know what I mean?
I feel like I should be like a beloved daughter
Yeah.
of
Yes.
Aaron anyway, and then I could like go live next door to Rosie O'Donnell.
You can
And we
start
could
a
do
little resistance
Oh my
over
God.
there.
She and I can do a podcast from Ireland
Yeah,
together.
that sounds amazing.
I love that idea because resistance around the world, they're all watching.
Yeah.
Before we finish up today, we wanted to talk now. Tara, you have been on the radio.
I have.
You have been a thorn in Trump's side
It's true.
for many years, but you are also a fantastic writer.
Thank you.
And you wrote an incredible book
I did.
called The Sound of Settling.
Yes, I love it so much.
Please tell us a little bit and our audience, what is this book about?
Oh.
What is it?
This book is about a woman who wins a contest to go see her favorite band, and she's in a very unhappy marriage, and she doesn't have a kid, and she uses this contest to leave her unhappy marriage and strike out on her own and have her own life. She's going to do that feminist, it's me time thing. And then she goes to this secret show for her favorite band, and the lead singer's like, "Oh my God, I love you." And she's like, "Wait, I love you too." Right? And then they go off together, and it's cool for a while. And then there's a moment where she's like, "Hey, wait a minute. I was not going to do this. I followed one man through life already, and now I'm doing it. What the hell am I doing?"
Right.
And she's at a point where, like, she just can't. And she's faced with that age-old rock and roll question, should I stay or should I go?
Yeah.
And I wrote it, and there's a cliffhanger. Cameron Crowe loves it. Ellen Barkin wants to play the rock star's mom.
Love it.
Oh my God.
Where are you,
Let's
Hollywood?
get-
And I will send you an autographed copy. If you Venmo me $25, I will send you an autographed copy. Or if you buy one online and let me know, I'll send you an autographed book plate. And let me know, too, I'll follow you back because that's how we grow community.
That's
Also,
right.
if you're going to No Kings, please tag me on your socials. I'm Tara Dublin Rocks everywhere. On Instagram, it's Tara Dublin Rocks 1. Let me know that you're going, and I will follow you back. We have to build this community because the truth is what eventually will prevail.
If you want more information on No Kings, you can go to nokings.org or mobilize.us. Tara, thank you so much for
you,
joining
guys.
us
Thanks for coming.
today.
Thank you. I'll have to come back and we'll talk about stuff that isn't setting the world on fire.
Hey.
Yes.
And
a
we
good
look
idea.
forward to seeing everybody this Saturday at No Kings in downtown Portland. We'll also be at the Vancouver one. Come say hello. Give us a hug. We can't wait to see everybody there. This is going to be fucking great, man.
Oh, I'm excited.
I can't wait
Until-
to see your costumes.
Until then, be safe, get into good trouble, get into
into
fun trouble. And remember, we are all the dangerous ones. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.